Hey, good morning to both of you guys. Well, during a 2-month period, the Austin Transportation Department found that hospitals and EMS were reporting about 71 injuries because of scooters. Most of those were non-life-threatening injuries, but some of them were life-threatening. And throughout this period, they also found that about 560,000 trips were made on scooters in Austin. Now, this was a joint study done by the city of Austin and the CDC. So the CDC says they are hoping to release a full report sometime next month. Back to you. Yeah, well, you know, these scooters are a lot of fun to ride, but they're also causing a lot of problems and injuries. So because of that, the Austin Transportation Department is trying to find new ways to change some existing rules that could better protect people and kind of make it less of a problem for those not using scooters. So take a look. These are the 4 new rules that the city is hoping to propose. One change would be to get rid of any companies who aren't invested in Austin long term, which would make it more competitive. Officials are looking into putting up better signs and more distinct markings to show where these electric bikes and scooters are allowed. Another regulation, change how the city refers to these devices. Instead of calling them dockless vehicles, they would be called micro-mobilities. And the final change would give Austin police more enforcement power. Right now, officers can warn someone who's riding a scooter unsafely and only issue a ticket if they don't obey those orders. The new rules would allow police to write a ticket to anyone who's not riding a scooter in a reasonable way. Well, during a 2-month period, the Austin Transportation Department says that EMS and hospitals reported 71 scooter injuries. Now, a lot of them mostly non-life-threatening injuries. However, a couple of them were life-threatening. We do know that one person unfortunately died riding a scooter, but this was after the study was released. And throughout this time, more than 560,000 scooter trips were made in Austin based off initial reports. The study found more scooter injuries than bike or motorcycle injuries between December and January 31st. Council members are expressing some concerns about the data, saying it doesn't show whether these devices are a health risk. The Transportation Department is also weighing in on the environmental factors and looking at where scooters are being used, specifically on Congress and around the University of Texas. Now, this study was a team effort with the CDC and the city of Austin. The CDC is hoping to release a full report sometime next month. Back to the studio. Yeah, well, we know that scooters can definitely be fun riding, but they are causing a lot of injuries, and it appears almost anywhere you go downtown, you're going to see not just one scooter, but 2 and possibly 3. During a 2-month period, the Transportation Department found hospitals and EMS reported 71 scooter-related injuries. Most of them non-life-threatening, though some were life-threatening. Because there are so many, the department is looking to regulate rules on scooters and electric bikes. Now, here's a look at 4 new rules. One would change to get rid of any companies who aren't invested in Austin long-term, which would make it much more competitive. Officials are looking into putting better signs and more distinct markings to show where these vehicles are allowed. Another regulation, change how the city refers to these devices. Instead of calling them dockless vehicles, they would be called micro-mobilities. And the final change would give Austin police more enforcement power. Right now, officers can warn someone who's riding a scooter unsafely and only issue a ticket if they don't obey those orders. Now, this study was a team effort with the city of Austin and the CDC. The CDC is hoping to release a full report sometime next month. Reporting in downtown Austin, Jacqueline Sarkisian, Fox 7 Austin News.